everybody, my name is Lena Mingkwa. Today we're going to be talking about managing business operations. So whenever we're doing a business, again, it's always really important for us to do management, right? And so management is not always about planning. It is about taking directions, taking steps, taking decisions in those really important times where your company, for example, is in a crisis, or your company is in a very pressuring problem, and you could not just spend all day talking to your HR, you cannot spend all day talking to your assistant about which decisions should we do. So here are the 5 things that every single business needs to keep it managed, which is the business operation, because everything about a business is about the product, right? And operation is the main progress for all these products. And so we do not want to let any types of products, any types of operation, especially the mass productions, to get any problems with it, right? Because if there's only a small error to it, everything will be destroyed. And so it would take away your business time, your business resources, your business very core value. And that's not a good thing for a business. So here are the 5 things that we need to do. First is that we need to keep aside of our budget. Budget is that we need to keep it roughly smart so that our sales and our revenue, which is how much we get in, will be enough to offer our expenses. So that means our sales, our revenue, all the profit that we make must be able to directly split it through everything. That means we should also benefit from it, our business partners should also benefit from it, and our employees should also get a part of it, and we still have money left for the expenses, like for the resources or for updates or for problems. When there's something occurring, you always need a little bit money as an expense of yours, right? So that's why it's so important to keep your things in budget. Now, secondly is schedule. You need to keep track of everything in time. For example, the business where I'm selling cupcakes, and I want to be a very successful business, and so my customer wants to order 1,000 cupcakes by Saturday, and another customer's of mine want 200 cupcakes on Thursday. So I cannot just do everything simply and casually on Friday and then rush up and do it. I cannot do everything simply on Thursday and then rush up to do it on Friday to be able to get all of that 1,000 cupcakes, right? So it's very important for us to set up a good schedule, to have a good planning on somehow we could still be able to make all of that and yet not leaving too much in our inventory and still keeping the quality of the product. So it's always important to be on time, to be on schedule, and we do not want to lose our labor too. So that's why it's so important. Thirdly is that we need to have standards. Every business should have a standard. Like, for example, food business or like snack business, your job is to be able to come up with the standard that all of your profits must fit the standard of safetiness and of the cleanliness of your products, of your food, etc. You do not want to get a lawsuit from your customer, right? And so it's the important standard that every company needs. And the higher standard is, and the better that you keep with your standard, the better your products will be. So that's why it's so important to have standards. So standard is basically the guidelines to determine the quality of your product. The higher the standard is, and the stronger you follow your standard, the more trust you get and the more sales you get overall. Moving on is policies. Policies is the guidelines to behaviors. So that means you do not want your consumers to be you do not want your employees to be all rude to the consumers. You do not want everybody to get roasted by your employees, right? And in the working business, you also need these policies to ensure the hierarchy or the flat business style, everything. You need to make sure that everything is in order, everything is work appropriate. And lastly is procedures. So procedures is the step-by-step instructions. So in every single operation, especially if it's come up to machines to or even people, there's always a thing that is called as instruction. You need to tell them what should they do. You need to tell them, okay, you need to make that much of products, you need to make it with that flavor, you need to make it by that time, you need to have the instructions, you need to have the procedures. If you cannot tell them directly, you must be able to send them, you must be able to report them, or like notice them beforehand. That is always so important in managing business operation. And so what is so important about this is that in every business you need good business, you need good products, and that means you need good operation. And so good operation is the very, very most important thing in order to keep our business operation good, smooth, and yet still effective and not resources consuming. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.